Hey, what's up, guys? Paul Reed here. You're actually in my ear like a phone call because I'm in public and I'm too embarrassed to record out in the open. But I wanted to talk about the last three Sixers games. We have the Rockets tomorrow. Recording on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I'm actually at Luray Caverns. That's not doxing myself. And I haven't put out a video in a while. I've made a couple. I actually made one literally like a week ago, but I just sat on it too long and it became irrelevant. I also have trouble editing, but I'm just gonna get into it. I don't know how good this will sound. I'm next to a fucking fountain. This might be the fountain episode. But yeah, the Sixers just lost a tough one to the Spurs where it looked like they could have won that game, but Maxey was terrible, the bench was terrible, Embiid was good until the end. Everyone just looked like they gave up. It was terrible. Wemby got hurt, but Embiid was giving him straight buckets in the second and third. Well, he wasn't really in the third, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm really optimistic because Paul George was actually our second best player yesterday, even though he kind of disappeared in the second. Maxey disappeared almost the whole game, so it's fine. That game just is tough. I think the Spurs are a terrible matchup for us, but unfortunately for us, the Raptors beat the Heat, and they have retaken the 6th seed. We're back into the play-in, and yeah, it's not optimal. And we have 3 games left on the schedule. 2 should be easy ones, and 1 tomorrow on Thursday against the Raptors, which is basically a must-win if we want to make it out of the playoffs. If we want to make it in the playoffs instead of the play-in, is what I mean. And I think that's the only option for us if we actually want to possibly have an upset in the first-round series, because the Celtics are just going to kick our ass. I mean, they'll win in 5 or 6, I think. They're just too good. Tatum's just too good. Jaylen Brown is just too good. They're just so deep. They're just so well coached, and they just try so much harder, especially on the boards and on the little intangible things. Unfortunately, they're a veteran organization. They don't got better fans, though. Fuck Boston, bro. Fuck Boston. Y'all are the most coddled fan base in the entire world. Sorry, I don't want to give shit to actual Boston fans, because some of them are nice. Obviously, they hate Philly, so it's tough. Yeah, I'm just talking about my life right now. This is one of the worst videos I've ever made. No one's gonna watch it anyway. What am I talking about? I gotta stop saying that. Keep going. See? I almost got off topic and forgot what I was talking about. But some of the Sixers, I think we can beat Houston, but unfortunately our biggest weakness is rebounding, and their biggest strength is rebounding. But if we're able to lock in, and we'll see how they defend us. Because again, Maxey has problems with these bigger guards. And especially a guy like Amen Thompson could lock him up. But also Maxey's taking advantage of guys. Like, Maxey dropped 50 earlier on the Spurs, and he got locked up this time. So it depends on what we're getting. That was one of the worst Maxey games I've seen against the Spurs in a really long time. I know I'm kind of bouncing around topics, but I mean, that was terrible. I just was indecisive. Honestly, I think was one of the biggest words that came to mind, kind of for the whole team. I feel like we'd swing around to get a good shot, and then they wouldn't shoot it, and then it'd be a pump fake drive, and then the Spurs are such a good rotating and just such a smart defense that after they leave that one open, all the rotations go to the right place, that they're able to cut off the drive while also closing out on whatever open shooter was left. And now we're stuck with no time on the shot clock, and it's just a terrible offensive possession. I feel like that happened 10 times in the Spurs game 2 nights ago. But, I mean, we've seen Paul George look a lot better, and JoJo is still awesome offensively and has some flashes of rim protection when he's already set in the paint, not when... If you get him in movement, it's just fucked, especially in transition. He can't do anything. He's too cooked, immobile, but he's still great on offense. He was actually cooking Wemby in the second quarter, which I did not think was going to happen because Wemby shut his ass down in the first. That was at least fun. That's a fun takeaway. I'm able to repost some cool stuff about that, some cool highlights, his step back three, obviously his kind of alley-oop attempt. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I keep getting back to the fact that Paul George looks so much better. Obviously, again, the end of the game in the second half wasn't as good as the first, because he was really who carried us through the first quarter. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta give him credit for looking the way he has, especially after I thought he was cooked, and after the PED thing, he's looked really good. He's actually been our best player like two of the 6 game stretch. And I kind of want to get to that point that I'm low key excited for next year. Not optimistic. I don't think we're gonna win anything, but Paul George, Maxey, Embiid, and VJ will be the core next year, and we will be able to retool. Possibly with a new GM, probably not. Possibly with a new head coach, probably not. I hope that happens. I hope we clear house and really reset everything, but probably won't. But yeah, I'm not thinking about bringing anyone back, but I still am optimistic for next season, and there's a must-win game against Houston. I mean, again, if you're a Sixers fan and you're watching the Sixers, this probably isn't news to you. So I guess I'm just getting my thoughts out there. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day.